Yeah, suckers, we back. In today's tale, we got a tale of deception, disloyalty, and all types of ghetto
I want to go to the Olympics, guy. Favor!
We got Claressa Shields, Papoose, in Nigeria. This is a tale of friendships gone wrong. That Flint water is hitting like crack in the 80s. So grab your popcorn.
Out of all the women in the world, y'all think that I want to be a woman to be with a man who don't have a job, who don't have no money. I like with money too. Cash me out. Buy me things. Funny places. Yeah.
Cause it's on today's episode of Claressa Explains It All.
We unpack. We unpack. We unpack. Coming to you live. Boxingego Unpacked. Yeah. We unpack. We unpack. We unpack. Coming to you live. Now, to start this story, we got to go to the origin. Claressa Shields. Mind you, she's on vacation, right? And she was posting things like this. And I think she deleted some of them. But I want to give you guys a preview, right? Begging for my attention. I done had a mental funeral for MFers. I'm good on whoever got left in the past, right? So all these subliminal disses, believe them, put a 10 on it, what you do. We too old for that, but once you go against me, that's what it's going to be, 100, right? So I want to talk about the frailty and the young-mindedness of this girl, right? Name somebody who is on vacation, right? And this is what they're preoccupied with. This is what they are worried about. This is going to be a common theme of today's video and today's Unpacked. Priorities. If you are with your friend and your man out of the country in Aruba, right? Why would you be worried about haters? I did yesterday video or the other day, right? Claressa did a live, which she is now privated. In that live, Claressa was like, right when you click into it, the first thing I seen, she was like, all y'all haters, my mod's gonna block you. They gonna block you, y'all. Don't be talking crazy about me. Bro, this girl has a mind of an adolescent, right? So she's taking shots, and I'm sure whoever she's sending these shots to, they know who they're about. Oh, I'm leaving you bees in the past, and once you messed up forever, 100, right? So these people, they're aware, and then now her ex-best friend, Nigeria, has clapped back. You could take the girl out of Flint, but you can't take the Flint out of the girl. And some people, they're like, Ego, why are you making the video? Because I want to. This is what Claressa wants, y'all. This is what she wants. Because if she didn't want it, she wouldn't be this messy. She wouldn't be bringing up this stuff. If you're not on good terms with people, you're not on good terms with people. Cool. But the fact that you keep bringing it up shows me this is what you want. Now go ahead and get it. I like to give people what they're asking for, what they want, right? So her ex-best friend says, I literally know how far I can go. I can really clear some ish with receipts. Y'all know we like receipts. But I'm going to do something better. I'm going to let her rich butt have it. And I'm going to move forward gracefully. I said enough. And that was my warning for bees to stop sending subliminal shots and talking about me to Muff. If I'm so poor, stop sneak dissing and stop trying to prove a point to everybody but yourself. Wake up, smell the coffee, right? Wake up and smell the coffee. Everything won't always be peaches and cream for a muff that look down on their peers. That part's true. We all came from the same piece of ish city and state. You were chosen, embrace that, and don't give God a reason to show you he can and he will humble you. Currently, packing me and my family up, although the house is no longer hers, is too much confusion, and I just want out of the slow bus family. Oh, wow. Calling them the slow bus family. Me and my family will be going to a hotel until we find the home we desire. I don't need no to keep throwing that up in my face. So what's happening here is apparently the girl was living in the grandma house that has a $7 million lien. That's from what I've gathered from what people have said, right? That there's a lien on it. She was living at the house, blah, blah, blah. And Claressa accused her of not paying rent and all types of stuff like that. So she's clapping back with her side of the story. But there's other things she said, and I want to get to that part right now. It's a reason nobody likes her. Yeah, because I'm y'all want to be that wear fake jewelry need to hush and stay off Temu. So again, subliminal shots. I don't know exactly if that was for Claressa or somebody else, because you got to understand these people, they're not beefing with one person. This is like all the way complete the Flint hillbillies. You know what I mean? It's super messy. Everybody's at each other's throat. You got Claressa family members, friends, ex-friends, ex-boyfriend. Like it's just the whole thing is upped, right? Then she says 1K subscribers right before 6, grab the popcorn and meet me on YouTube live. So now this is what Claressa gets. This is what I'm talking about. And I like reporting it. It's fun to me because if these people want to be crash outs and the God-given talent that you have, you don't want to use it for something better, then that's on you. Claressa wanted a reality show. I'm just giving her what she wants, right? And if you didn't want this, you wouldn't act in this way. Mind you, before all this stuff kicked off on my channel, I try to be like a big brother, and I was offering nothing but brotherly advice for Claressa Shields. Like, hey, you shouldn't beef with 50 and drop the Maserati bud, get back to the boxing. And it was the GWOAT stands and Claressa who basically was like, nah, I'm not taking that. I'm not accepting that, blah, blah, blah. She blocked me, da. Cool. Now I'm just going to tell you about yourself, right? And I told you what I was coming to do. I'm going to expose the character. There's a lot of smoke and mirrors, and I'm going to expose the character. I'm going to show people who you really are since you want to play. Cool, right? And that's where we're at. So again, if Claressa didn't want this, she could have not engaged. Why would you be in Aruba with your man and with your friend talking about I'm on vacay, but the whole time you out here, hey y'all, it's me, Claressa, filming everything. I loathe this new generation. They never really lived anything, in my opinion, my generation and before, right? And a lot of the people, not everybody, obviously, there's some people who are exceptions to the rule, But by and large, I really feel like a lot of people in this new generation, they're crash outs. They act like they never been outside, and they are so consumed with these phones that you're not. How can you enjoy the beauty of a new place or a new island or vacation if you're documenting in film? Like, I actually film. Like, I film music videos and promo ads and stuff like that. I actually film. And it takes work, right? Even if it's on the camera, you got to pull it out. You got to get the camera setting, make sure the light's right, make sure you look right. You know what I mean? All that type of stuff. So it takes work. And I can't tell people what to do. Clearly, you could do whatever you want. But for me, the whole situation is weird. And keep in mind, in this video, I'm just preheating the oven. As the show kicks up, it'll be more and more. So I encourage you to stay to the end. So enjoy your time. Claressa, her brand is not in the limelight right now, right? Not being seen in a positive light. There's a petition out against you. People are like, you're crude, you're awful, get her off my screen. I'm tired of hearing about her. And everything about Claressa Shields is, at this current point, I'm not talking about when she was in the Olympics. Boxing is a what have you done for me lately sport. Everything about Shields right now is crash out. And you're never proactive. You're always reactive, which is never a good space to be in, right? And in addition to that, your career is at the worst point that has ever been, in my opinion, right? At the worst point it's ever been. Everything Claressa Shields is doing right now, completely and utterly tone deaf, and there's no self-awareness. You have a granny in the hospice, and I want to send my prayers out to her, but we know what a hospice is. And you have a cousin who's like, we've been reaching out to you, I've been reaching out to you about granny, and I can't get in touch with you. You delete his comment. And then your cousin comes back and says, that's our real blood cousin, right? So that in and of itself, you're already on your own. You're already doing something that 98% of us wouldn't do. To have a relative in hospice listed as day by day, which means based on the vitals, based on everything, it could turn for the worse, or, they'll be stable, right? And you're out the country, and you're the breadwinner of your whole family, right? And the matriarch of your whole family. It looks very bad, right? It looks bad to have a granny, hospitalized or in hospice, and you out here dancing, twerking, fake smiling with your man, jumping in pools. This girl is a true narcissist, and I told you I was going to expose the character, because here's the thing. One, you always brag about having so much money. That's a fact. You're always like, oh, y'all so broke and y'all ain't making money like me. 3 million signing bonus, first ever to make a meal, 8 million. We'll see how long you can hold on to that 8 million. Two, right? When it comes to the whole making money, if you're so loaded with cash, you could have a trip scheduled and be like, now is not really the time where I should be out here taking trips. So I'm going to cancel it. If I lose the money on the flight, I lose the money, family first. That's what most people who are rich and 8 millionaires would probably do. They would say, bump the money and let me tend to this family business. And even if somebody's crossing over, maybe just be there for that last chapter, those last moments of their life, support them with financially, make sure they're comfortable, make sure, they're not surrounded by strangers. That's what most of us probably would have did, right? Claressa continues to go on her trip. Cool. So you going on the trip, at best is subjective. I wouldn't have did it. You let me know in the comment section if you would have did it, right? If you would have continued and as a millionaire. So money shouldn't matter to you if you got so much money, right? Even if I didn't have all the money in the world, I'm still picking my family over anything else. But again, subjective. Some people are like, hey, the trip was already booked, I'm going on it. Cool. But when I say tone deaf, this is what I'm talking about. Even if you still are going to the trip, you're out here like you don't got a care in the world. Like, go on the trip, fine, cool. You made your decision, it was pre-booked, cool. You're running around with your phone out, smiling, fake dancing because you can't dance. We know you can't dance, right? Doing these dances on the beach, smiling, like you just having the time of your life while your family back at home struggling, liens on the houses, nobody can reach you, granny in hospice. This is a cold-blooded girl, right? So even if the 98% of us who wouldn't have even went on the trip, even if we decided to, hey, pre-booked, let's still go on the trip, let's have a good time, I wouldn't be advertising it. This girl cannot stay off of the internet. She is a narcissist. I'm going to keep saying the same thing. That is my honest opinion. How is it this hard to stay off social media? And here's the thing. With the negative press that you are getting, you shouldn't be on anybody's internet. You should really be in Aruba on vacay and like completely dead to the world. Like no phones. We don't got to worry about no Wi-Fi. I don't got to worry about no posting. And here's the thing. I make money on social media. I'm on every platform. I can see your views, and I don't know what you do on Facebook, but everywhere else is pretty public. Like, for example, the girl went live on YouTube, right? I can show you. Better I could tell you. She went live on YouTube. This is a fact. I'm the king of YouTube. So I definitely can speak to YouTube. Come on, man. What y'all think you got? Chelsea Clinton? Kelsey Grammer? Right? You went live on YouTube. I'm going to show you how this works. I'll give you a lesson real quick. You went live. I have a screen recording of the live. You had about 500, 550 people at best in your live. Now, if you click on her live, this is what it says. The video is unavailable. The video is private. Now, me being a longtime content creator, including in the YouTube space, you're not making no money off of a private video, right? Because nobody can see it. How are they going to run ads if I just showed you? I try to click on the video, boom, and it's privated. So I get it if you're like, oh, social media is my job now. I got to make money in between fights. But then you're privating the video. So I know you're not making money off of that particular piece of content. So what are we talking? Facebook? You're making some money on Facebook? Facebook don't pay as good as YouTube. I'm on there. Facebook does not at all come close to YouTube, right? Snapchat. So what are you even making on these platforms to the point where you have to still be on vacation in Aruba and can't go away? Because again, you talking about me, an actual content creator who I'm on every platform for the most part, and I'm successful on every platform. Make sure you hype up this video so we can continue to be successful right here, right? So that's what I'm saying. What is this really about? What is this really about for Claressa Shields? You're a social media influencer, but you're always talking bad about the bloggers and YouTubers. You want to be us, apparently. You staying on the gram and YouTube and da-da-da. But again, if your video is private, you're not making no money off of that. Dead homies. You're not. Because no one can access the video, no one can watch it, therefore YouTube can't run ads. So I don't know why you privated it. Like, you're just look at how foolish this is. The girl set up a live while on vacation, right? And was like, yeah, I'm gonna go live. and she talking about haters and drinking something that looked like alcohol. I don't know what it was, right? But whatever, you're sipping on something, you're fake dancing. The actual quality looks like it was shot with a potato. You know, I've already went over this. Like, you guys really got to stick up. You got to like catch up with the content. I don't be lying. I be showing receipts.
Favor!
This is Claressa Shields.
Favor! Favor!
Fit for you.
Favor! Favor! Favor!
Right?
Thank
Look, 533 people watching.
you, Miss Utopia. Yeah, girl. Any haters coming on here, Miss Utopia gonna get you gone, baby.
What girl goes on a vacation and is worried about haters? Is worried about these sneak dissing ex-friends and cousins? This girl is crashing out her brand. I have never seen it to this proportion, because most people or their teams or somebody, they have the wherewithal, so they'll be like, hey, your brand is in the toilet. Everybody talking bad about your moving. Granny in the hospice, and you out here partying. You out here jumping in pools and smiling on the beach like everything's good back home. Who does that? Bad optics. The optics of that look insanely bad, right? And you're with Papoose, you're out here chasing a married man, and keep that in mind. That's going to come up in the next 5 minutes. I can assure you, right? Nothing about this look good. And then you say you're having the time of your life and posting all these pictures like, oh, life is great. Look at me. I'm dancing. It's like a Valtrex commercial. You know them commercials for like when you got the bump, when you burning, and then they be like, you know, get Selectrex, get Valtrex, you know what I mean? Whatever these names are. And then they're kayaking. They're going to the top of the Grand Canyon and jumping in the air. Like, ain't nobody that got STDs is out here doing that, bro. And they talking about side effects may induce coma. You could slip into a depression. You could fight your family. Like, man, ain't nobody dealing with these side effects of living like that. But anyway, that's what Claressa's like. It's like one of those fake Valtrex commercials or something where you're like trying to oversell it, how happy you are. But we gonna keep cooking. And while you out here faking happiness and still maintaining time to diss former friends and proteges and all that type of stuff, the girl on your helmet. So let's read this. According to Nigeria, your ex-friend, Claressa, you out of the country on your dime. That's not a flex, boo. Where the Chanel purse go that Papoose bought you. And it disappeared. And you had to repurchase it yourself, boo. I don't give about no money being offered for no interviews. Once an MFer get to talking about my kids to people, all bets are off. I'll take it there today. So now we starting to heat up. Nigeria, the GOAT. She said, you out here ain't chicken if you got it, chicken if you got it, chicken if you out here out of the country on your dime, bro. That is not a flex. And then she said, bro, they're calling your man Papoose. This couple been doomed from the start.
That, go get my jewelry out the pawn shop right fucking now if I post pawn shop receipts. Nothing, Papoose. Fucking play with me.
They calling your man Papoose. They're saying he pawned off your purse and you got a gambling addiction. Remy said this stuff. She warned you.
I'm not paying these bills no more. I stopped paying bills at that point. I can control anything in my life, but I did fall victim to gambling, going through that. I can admit that. But did you notice that there's no accountability with her? She never admit anything. I can admit that I that I fell victim to that. I caught a habit with that. But guess what? Anything I went through with the gambling, it never affected her. It never affected her at all. I still had to pay all of the bills in the crib, the whole thing. The only time I stopped paying the bills is when I started to notice that she was taking money outside from the family and tricking on this chump. If you look at the chump, straight bum before her. Look at me before her. Look at the chump, straight bum. All of a sudden, he with the chump, she spending money on the chump. She paying everybody throughout battle rap to battle the chump. Every time he lose, she paying again. Paying money. She got a crib, not too far from my crib, like I said earlier. So I started to say to myself, damn, I'm busting my ass to pay all of these utilities in this crib. And she taking her bread and taking bread outside of the family and giving it to the next nigga. I'm not paying these bills no more.
Who you think he is? He gonna like try to talk your ear up, sell you a dream, blah, blah, blah. I could tell. Okay, first of all, I'm from Northern California. I'm from the Bay Area, bruh. The Bay Area. You know where the Panthers done laid their tracks? The Bay Area. 30 minutes away from Oakland, home of the pimps, players, and hustlers, right? Where you gotta have the gift of gab and know how to have mouthpiece. I see you peep, but you ain't speaking, right? Where you learn how to talk to people, you learn how to wiggle, you learn how to mob through these streets and like, you know what I mean? Bay Area is just something different, bro. Yee! It's different. You gotta have it. We pop our collar, we move a little different, right? Like on that Mac Dre, we talk different, the rap different, the dancing is different. Like it's just a different culture. So when it comes to these chicks and talking to the yamps and the bops and the biddies, and you know what I mean? Like we know that. We know about mouthpiece. We know about that pimping and pandering. Like I'm just telling you where I come from and like what it is, right? I try to give this girl like game, big brother advice. And in my opinion, he's just not that into you. You running around, you were already doomed from the start to be involved in a married man. And they broke up in 2024 officially, but Remy said they had problems before that, right? So there was issues beforehand. How long does it take to get a divorce? If he got, remember Claressa was like, he put 12 albums out in a year. Y'all forget he the $1.5 million man. So, okay, if he the money man that put out 12 albums a year and Remy's saying she want a divorce and he ain't signed and they both are saying, Remy literally has a video, which you guys can find, and she was like, I don't want nothing except for my jewelry back. But as far as everything else, if it ain't mine exclusively, like a house I bought cash, then he can have it. You know what I mean? Unless it's something that I bought particularly or my jewelry. But as far as like shared couches or whatever, she's like, he can have all that. I don't care. I'm off it. Right? And this is who you try to create and potentially procreate with. Somebody who is technically married still. So you've already been getting dragged in the blogs for that. Now your ex-best friend on here talking about he sold your Chanel purse and pawned it. he took it to hardcore pawn. What you talking about? So he done pawned your purse and you pay for the trip. Now, remember what I said in one of my Claressa Shields videos that I posted a little while ago, right? I gave Claressa, and I know she watches under burner accounts. We know that. We already went over that, right? I gave her the game. I said, if you truly, this girl has no self-esteem. I could prove it. I can't prove it, but I could prove it, if you know what I mean, right? You're not confident like you think, because ain't nobody confident would subject themselves to this type of stuff if they were really confident, if you really knew your value. Again, I'm from the Bay. I know how this go. I know women, right? So, for example, remember what I said in the video. I said, if you really want to see who's who and what's what, you turn off that faucet. Meaning financially, if you pay for people's meals, You pay for their flights. I literally said all of this. The video is still up. You pay for their flights. You're paying their way. You're paying for their plane ticket. You're paying for their food or whatever, right? Turn the faucet off. The people who have a problem with it most likely aren't your real people. And that shows they're using you, right? And they are more in love with what you could do for them rather than in love with you. Remember I said all these things. What does Claressa do? According to her ex-best friend, you out the country on your own dime, right? This girl continues to look very young-minded and in the minds of many get played. If this man really pawned your purse and you bought the ticket and paid for the trip for him to go to Aruba, and yeah, you probably paying for all the meal. You just burn it through your own cash. I love it. I love it. I try to warn y'all, she a crash out. You don't want to listen to nobody. Everybody else is a problem. People who, I can tell by the narcissistic personality trait that you're not going to learn until you learn the hard way. And I'm all for that. I love that for you. I really do. I love that for you because so many people have reached out and like each one teach one, reach one, teach one. And you don't want to listen to nobody. That is apparent. So go ahead and get it. Learn the hard way, which you will do, in my opinion. Right? And everything you've put out looks completely fake at this point.
That fuels the rumors that Pap is with Claressa because Claressa takes care of him. Claressa gives him money.
What?
Why are you acting like you didn't understand Charlamagne's question, cuh?
It was a card game. Is that what they would do with that?
Yes.
Well, I'm saying that's how they paint out narratives. But I will tell you something though. Pat pays my mortgage. He pays my car insurance and my car note. And what else do we do? I haven't paid for a flight or for a hotel in I don't know how long. That's a man right there.
He paid everything according to you, right? That's a man right there. First of all, think about this. If you are happy with your setup and you got put on the spot, and see, like, I'm not trying to be funny here. They say Claressa stuttered. She still stutters, right? They say she didn't talk till she was like 9, right? Had a speech impediment, right? Why would you think if that was somebody's like upbringing, why would you think that they would be good Johnny on the spot? So I don't think she can come up with and process like good responses quickly. I don't see that in her. Like, I don't feel she's a witty person, right? Without coaching, without ChatGPT, she doesn't strike me as that. Like me, y'all know I'm witty. Something can happen. A mosquito, a bug, a fly could fly in the room and I'm going to react and, you know what I mean? It'll be part of the show because I've been doing this. I've been blessing the mic, pause, and it is what it is. Claressa, I don't really get that from her. I don't feel like she could be Johnny on the spot. That's why when Charlamagne asked the question, you're talking about Papoose was mad he didn't pick $10,000 card and only got $1,000. Don't you think that fuels the rumors that he's just there with you for the money, right? And she was like, what? Like, you don't understand the question. I hate when people do that. Hate. You heard what he said, and then you talking about what? To me, that is someone trying to think of the next thing to say and the right thing to say. That's what she said. What? That's what they would do with that? And he said that's exactly what they would do with that. You're buying time. You stalling. So now your best friend is saying that you pay for the trip. I told you, you're never going to find out who really cares about you if you're a celebrity. If you feel people are, I gave her the game. If you think people are using you for your money and then you don't turn off the money, you're never going to find that out, right? Papoose, every time we see him, let's be real. His name was kind of popping somewhat because of Remy, because of the Love and Hip Hop. He not really out, like after he broke up with Remy, people weren't really talking about him until he got with you. and then y'all became a package deal, so to speak. So now he kind of talked about a little bit more. But even with that, y'all crash outs, messy, negative. Papoose and Remy had the black love. Y'all got this gold love. Ain't nobody saying no gold love. Ain't nobody like trying to model their relationship on y'all fools. It's just the reality of it. Ain't nobody put a hashtag couple goals. Maybe in the beginning when we didn't know about you, but in the current moment, ain't nobody talking about hashtag couple goals and putting a picture of Claressa with Papoose. How your couple goal to be with a married man? If any female, I'll unfollow or probably block the chick if her couple goal is to get with a married man. Because to me, that shows your integrity and a bit of your morality. So now your friend's saying you fronted the whole trip. You'll never learn until it's too late. Remy Ma already gamed you up and you considered her an op. Boxingego already gamed you up. You considered him an op. Layla Ali tried to game you up and be a mentor and help you and tell you about how to brand yourself in this boxing game, how to move with the vultures. You didn't want to hear it, right? All these other fighters moved to MVP and they seem to be doing well. You in Holiday Inn in Aruba, right? In a double bed scenario. I have a hard time believing Jay-Z and Beyonce, a real power couple with a ton of money, is finna be in the Holiday Inn. Like you chingy at the Holiday Inn. Like right there at the Holiday. Like that something ain't adding up with this money stuff, right? Papoose pay for all your flights, your mortgage, your car note, your car insurance. I don't know when the last time I bought a flight or hotel. So the man pay, like you make yourself look dumb. You literally, I'll play it again.
Not a boo.
Mortgage. He pays my car insurance and my car note. And what else do we do? I haven't paid for a flight or for a hotel in I don't know how long.
I haven't paid for a hotel or a flight in I don't know how long. So them double beds that you got in Aruba, which I do have the proof for, he bought that for you. So the man, you said he the $1.5 million man, you the $8 million quote, and a third person is there. So between the three of y'all, you in double bed. And like, what couple go with one other person and then there's two beds? What if you want to bump uglies? Like, what if you want to be right here with it? You know what I mean? You ain't feel the dents in the bed? I come from all that, right? Where do you do that? You don't have no type of privacy. I'm a YouTuber, a content creator. I would never, like me and my girl, we ain't finna be in no room. Like, I'm nasty. Like, what are we talking about? I ain't gonna front you. Like, I'm not finna be in no room, in the same room with somebody. You gotta get, like, even the room with the, like, the door that connects y'all. But at least there's like a partition so y'all can have your own space. What is this? It looked like three people there with two beds. Y'all all in the same room. Now, it'd be one thing if it was all girls, but you with your dude. This girl is a crash out. That's what I feel. You really out the country while your granny's in hospice with your my man. You said he paid for everything, but he got you at the DoubleTree. He got you at the DoubleTree. And then you calling people broke, right? And I would never try to roast anybody but you about where they stay because I don't really care. This is to you directly because you put people down over their finances. You forgot where you came from. You're like, you over the fact that you came out of Flint and you grew up like not having. You know what I mean? And you trying to put people down, talking about they broke and, man, I told you what I was going to do. I'm going to show the character. I'm going to show that character each and every time with receipts.
Because, like, I'm on vacation. That's it for me.
Bro, this is the fakest energy that we've seen in a while. I'm on vacation. Ooh. Like, you out here in another country yelling, ghetto as ever, ghetto as you want to be. it's nighttime and you screaming in another country, trying to like show and prove that, oh, I'm good and I'm out the country, y'all. Like, we don't care. Now you working out. Yeah, that's what you should be doing. You a boxer. Cool. I ain't really got nothing to say about the workout part. That's cool. That's cool. You know what I mean? You working out. Showing that content. See, this is regular. See, for me, okay, now we get somewhere. Oh, hold on. Now we getting somewhere. Like, lifestyle content, I understand that game. We gonna see what this is. So yeah, we're gonna see what this is. Hold on, they got copyright music. I gotta play without sound. All right, if you look cool. Bro, why he walking like a zombie? Bro, he using you. How come hey, that's my honest opinion. Don't get mad at me. Like, he not looking at the camera. He looks so over it. He not even like holding your hand. He like walking like bro, what is this? Watch. We gotta watch that again. Hold up. Yeah. Look. That man, like, it didn't even look like y'all came together low key. And how come all the lovey-dovey stuff you're posting? Look, he in the water by himself. Hold on. How come he don't post the lovey-dovey stuff as much? I'm about to pull it up after this. I feel like all the lovey-dovey, like, most of it, she's posting. I don't know. It looks suspect to me already. Hold on. A bunch of water. Okay, cool. What's this? Okay. Look, she stayed with them filters too. You in the water with filters, cuh. What happened? She getting attacked by a shark? Bro, there go your boy. He thought it was a picture. Look at him. He thought it was a picture. Hold on, let's see what this is. Let's check this one out. Okay. Oh my gosh, she stayed with these songs on here. Look. Ah! Did he hold on. He left her? Hold on. Hold on. We went from this to it look like he left her. Okay, all I need y'all to do is watch Papoose. Watch him in the back, right? So you see what he's wearing. Look, he's right there. Watch. She walking and dancing and filming. Look. And then he hit the corner on her. Watch. Watch. On his phone, not even paying attention to you. Bow, he dipped. You see that? You do it all that where he at. He not in the frame no more. Like, he walking ahead. Bro, this don't even look like a real couple for real. It look like you forcing it. Like, first of all, you on vacation and you dancing in the lobby, trying to act like it's fun. Like, it's just regular lobby music. He done left you. Where is he? He's not like nowhere in the frame. He was on his phone. And you trying to, and you got all this stuff, that petition waiting for you too, by the way. And you try to act like you too happy and elated. Man, come on. Who that? Damn. Anyway. This is the girl that keep putting people down. So right now he playing the song, I don't need no jealousy. I don't need, you don't need, we don't need no jealousy. Bro, what are they on? They keep saying people are jealous. What do you think people are jealous of? Because you in Aruba at the Holiday Inn? They trying to make it like that's their pool. That's a community pool, bro. I've been to Holiday Inn type spots. Look, because look at the stairs. That he trying to make it like it's a pool. Not, man, hell nah. Hell nah. Okay, so Papoose posted this, right? And it looked like this is like all their pool. But if you look to the top on the right-hand side, these are other people's right up here. These are other people's rooms. So that's a shared pool. No. And you talking about we jealous. You trying to make it like that whole little run is all of yours. No, that's not how that works. You're in the Holiday Inn, each person room on that whole row. They got access to that same pool. So come on, bro. And you talking about I don't want to bet. Bro, come on. Look at them shrimp. The shrimp look trash. I'm being real. For y'all to be like, y'all is jealous. This meal don't look splendid. Y'all let me know if you feel other. They look weak. And you steady talking about people are jealous. Man, come on, bro. Come on. So, to be honest, what Nigeria said about you out the country on your dime, it looked like that. This don't look like two people contributed to what I'm seeing. That's my honest opinion. Remy tried to warn you about that, though. Again, copyrighted music can't play the audio on, but I guess this is Claressa Shields and Pap in their room on VACAY, right? Let's check it out. I know y'all. Hold on. I know y'all didn't see how she jumped in that pool. Hold on. Like, hey, something got to give, Claressa. Get off the internet for a while. Touch grass. Watch how she jumped into that pool, y'all. You have all this pent up rage or whatever. You don't do things demure, right? The stuff she doing, it ain't like really demure. It's like always like hard. Like she dancing to Lil' Kim, like, poof, 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 poof. You know what I mean? Like, why is so mad aggressive and stuff? Look at how she jumped into her pool. That looked wild awkward. Oh, look. Ah! Oh my God, I gotta watch that again. That was funny. Heck nah. Hold on, we about to miss it. Look. Whee! They are not couple goals. I don't care what none of y'all talking about. And again, look, this is what I was talking about. These are people's rooms. You see how there's like a light in front of each? That's because that's other people's room. This just don't give, I got an $8 million contract. Y'all can lie to me if y'all want in the comment section, but I'm not seeing it. I'm not seeing it. And then now with your friend coming out talking about you paid for the whole trip, it's just an L, bro. Straight up, straight L, straight like that. Claressa Shields, you doing all this for a married man, hurting your brand. Live streaming can be tough, which is why I use StreamYard. Click the link in the description for StreamYard, which is an awesome tool that enables you to set up your stream with ease of use. Get great results with live streaming. It's what I use. Stream to social media with ease with StreamYard. Live streaming is here to stay. Engage with your audience using StreamYard. Great way to reach out to your audience and connect. So you need a tool that can do that. If you're new to YouTube and you're struggling to get views, one tool I can provide to you is TubeBuddy. I've been on YouTube over 10 years. I use TubeBuddy daily to crank out videos just like this one that you're watching. Learn how the pros do it with TubeBuddy. YouTube receives a lot of traffic, which also means a lot of creators, a lot of people putting out content. So you need to learn the ropes so you know how to separate yourself, especially if you're new, but even if you're a pro, use TubeBuddy. The link is in the description. Get more views, more subscribers, and a higher click-through rate, so ultimately you can realize all of your online goals. Use my affiliate link in the description and grow your channel fast. At this point, I can't believe nothing that Papoose and Claressa say at all. $8 million, questionable. $3 million signing bonus, questionable. the amount of money you have right now at your disposal, questionable. You told the Breakfast Club Papoose pays for everything, questionable. He don't even walk with you. Like, what couple moves like this, bro? Right? You got a third person, a third wheel in a double bed, double queen or double bed scenario, right? You at Holiday Inn. Your food don't look like, I feel like Chris Brown, right? If Chris Brown took his girl to Aruba, they finna be on jet skis. I know they hotel ain't finna look like that one, right? They're probably gonna just look natural and in their element. Claressa is a tryhard. She's walking down dancing it. Don't need no hateration. Holler, like dancing to Mary J. Blige while your man walking beside you. He not even paying attention. He on his phone like he checking some gambling site. They said he got a gambling issue. He walking. He don't even look attentive. It looked like this man is like free trip. I got a free trip. I get to eat good. I get to, take some photos. I can't stand when people like don't enjoy the moment and they're more preoccupied with, having something for the gram than the actual experience. And that's exactly what I get from these two, right? You just want to post as a flex more than like we out here and enjoying each other's company. Because I've done similar things, like where you go on a real vacation. And I'm not acting like Claressa Shields. I'm not going live to talk about the people who are hating on me, right? And trust me, Boxingego, I got haters. Don't you worry. I got some haters, you know what I mean? But that is not, especially when you got a date there, you know what I mean? You got your seed, or not seed, you got your significant other there. Like, ain't nobody worried about no hater. Priorities, people. Remember I told you that'll be a theme here. Priorities. You're in another country, family doing bad at home, reaching out to you. That's a L. You're more worried about showing us you're having a good time than actually decompressing and having a good time. That's a L. Your man looked like he there for a free trip. L. Nigeria said that you paid for and fronted the whole trip after you told us on the Breakfast Club that he paid for everything. L. I mean, just from what you've seen, I know it's subjective. I know it's speculation. Does it look like Papoose is paying for all this stuff? Right? Priorities, people. And then, like, women could be foolish. They could be foolish because some women become codependent to a different level, to the point where if that one relationship does not work out, you stuck foot in the bill. All the damage you did to friendships, all the damage you did not being there for your family, you put all your eggs in the basket of one relationship and kind of alienated yourself from everything else, right? You alienated yourself from, what else was going on. And as a result, if it don't work, then again, you stuck and you look kind of crazy because what was it all for? What did it all mean? And again, Remy Ma told you Papoose and what he was on and what he was going to say to you and how he's going to operate and move. She said he don't really have this. She was like, he might have been one of the least earning ninjas I've ever been with. You know what I mean? And you fell for it and you went right to it. Hype me up. Subscribe to my channel. I'm going to continue to have dope videos and cook up. But when it comes to women, again, I know women, and some women are so insecure, like what I believe Claressa, so narcissistic in nature, where they think everybody wants their man. Like, so when people are giving you advice, they're like, nah, you just want my man. Oh, you jealous. Oh, you jealous because you don't got a man like mine. And they're not heeding the warnings. They think everybody's out to get them. They think everybody else is like jealous of them. This is what I really feel from Claressa Shields. And at the end of the day, she's going to learn. God will humble you if if that's in the cards, right? And instead of thinking everybody's out to get you or trying to hate on your situation, there's a message in all of it. And I think Claressa blocks it out, and her intuition, especially as a woman, right? I think women are powerful. I think women are the strongest creatures. Like, I can't deal with no period or pregnancy. I'm just being real. I'm a strong dude, but I don't want to deal with that. You know what I mean? Carrying a baby for 9 months, like in my body, like women are strong. You know what I mean? And when you lose the pulse of women and like women ain't rocking with you and like women are giving you game and you're not listening to it and you're blocking them and blocking it out, saying they're jealous and trying to flaunt your money, flaunt your relationship, flaunt this, throw stuff in people's face, you really become a target. You become a target because you're no longer even relatable to women. Like, a lot of people feel you're getting used in this situation, or we'll just say you're getting very little return on investment. I've already posed this question. Since the GWOAT, Claressa Shields, got with Papoose, what has happened to her career? You tested positive for marijuana and then had to get it cleared up and taken off or whatever, but it still happened. And you still had negative press from it initially happening. Now, I don't know who smoked weed or how it came to be, but we're talking about things that happened since you've been with him. Your stock is in the gutter, right? They got a petition out against you. You didn't have none of this stuff going on, you know, and I'm not blaming it solely on Papoose, but I feel like he got you acting out of character and then, or not even out of character. This is you, but it revealed who you really are. And that's the worst part about it. Before, when you had all them other dudes that nobody knew about, you weren't in the blog. So we didn't care about those relationships. Nobody knew Tony or whoever these people were. You know, they weren't infamous. They had never like been on any type of major stage. So it just went below the radar. Now that you finally got with someone who at least was on Love and Hip Hop and a Busta Rhymes track and did 12 albums a year, you know what I mean? You're getting more spotlight and it's just showing us more and more. And some people like Claressa, I think less is more. Like you whooping people's butt in the ring, not unsanctioned fights like what you did with Alicia Baumgartner, right? In the ring, that's what we adored. That's what we were rocking with. That's what we supported. And people like her, they don't learn until it's too late. You talking about, 18,000? The only place you could sell is pretty much Detroit. And then eventually, depending on if you keep being messy and losing people along the way, and in the opponent selection, you're not going to be able to hit those numbers. So right now, you're like, I did 18K. We're going to see how long all this stuff lasts with how you're acting, point blank. But I can honestly, positively say, since you got with this dude, things ain't been on the up and up for whatever reason, right? People looking at you different, looking at your legacy different, not calling you the GWOAT, filing petitions against you, and everybody try to help you, and you continue to crash out for a married man. So enjoy that. Hope you get everything that's coming. And again, the optics look bad when you got family suffering at home and you out here fake smiling with a married man running around jumping in pools. Like, what? Even if that was happening, I wouldn't be showing that, me personally, because I don't feel like that message will resonate. Like, what females got probably like the biggest hearts on the planet, you know what I mean? What female is going to see another female with someone who's technically married? Remy Ma's birthday is coming up on May 30th, so you probably scheduled this right around that time on purpose, right? And then you're hearing cousins come out and say, "Hey, she not helping. The house is $7,000 lien." I think I keep saying 7 million, but just know when I say 7 million, I mean 7,000. Thank you, right? Lien on the house for 7K. You can't swing 7K, but you can go to Aruba, granny in hospice. You can't answering a phone call, that don't cost you nothing other than your regular cell phone bill, right? So I told you from the beginning, I'm going to expose the character. This is who you are. You could pick up the phone to be drinking whatever that drink was and say, "Hey haters, it's me, Claressa Shields. I'm in Aruba," and walk around with this married man and walk on the beach and film it and show people, "Hey, it's me. I'm having a great time." If you was really having a great time, you probably wouldn't have to film every moment of it. But that's just me, right? But you can't answer the call for your cousin when it's in regards. It's not like, oh, they're calling asking for money to buy a new car or something like that. They're calling about your granny. You know what I mean? This is this girl's character. And we're going to continue to have the conversation and unpack it. But she's always talking about, y'all defaming me. This is defamation. Sweetheart, nobody has to do anything. You're doing a great job, bang up job of showing us your character. We don't have to assassinate your character, because here's the thing. There's no one on this planet that can not lie and say, Ego treat his family like this. Because I know if I got it, my family has it. It's how my family is built. That's how we're built. We're a tribe. It's a package deal, right? There's no one on the planet like an old friend. Why are my old friends that I haven't talked to in a while not being like, "Hey, I know that YouTuber guy. He a real asshole. He stole money from there." There's nobody making it ex-girlfriends. There's nobody coming out with these stories about me or several other people. You don't hear people like Keanu Reeves is a real, he's a mean-spirited, cold-hearted, crude, insensitive. Nobody's saying that about certain people. Lupita Nyong'o. Nobody's coming out saying, "Oh, we don't like her because of this," or "she with a married man." All this stuff is about you. They're saying it about you. So yeah, she could continue doing what she's doing. Enjoy your trip. That petition is waiting for you when you get back. You lied to us and said you were announcing your fight in the next couple of days. We still waiting. So I don't even know if Claressa want to box anymore. Let me know what you think. We unpacked.